Ever sent a message and immediately regretted it? Not because of what you said, but because of how they took it? Texts are misread. Tone gets assumed, and suddenly, a simple message turns into a full-blown argument. Bet that sounds familiar. Co-parenting communication is already hard enough. But if every text feels like walking through a minefield, how do you keep things from blowing up? Let's talk about why this keeps happening. And more importantly, how to fix it. Let's be real. Texts strip away tone and emotion. You could send the most neutral message, and depending on the other person's mood or your past conflicts, it might be read as cold, sarcastic, or even aggressive. And let's not forget past resentment. If you and your co-parent have had tense conversations before, that history doesn't just disappear. It sneaks into every text, every email, and every assumed tone. Then there's the biggest problem. We always assume the worst. We read between the lines, even when there's nothing to read. Instead of seeking clarity, we react. And that's where things spiral. So how do we break this cycle? It all starts with one simple shift. Assume neutrality, not negativity. Before reacting, pause and ask yourself, is there another way to read this? Am I responding to their words or my emotions? Sometimes just a 5-second pause is all it takes to stop an argument before it starts. If you want to reduce co-parenting conflicts, start here. Keep messages short and factual. Ask instead of assuming. And if things get tense, switch to a different method, like email or a co-parenting app. And if a conversation is too important to text, pick up the phone. It's uncomfortable, but it prevents so many unnecessary fights. Clearer communication means less stress, fewer fights, and a smoother co-parenting relationship. So tell me, which one do you struggle with the most? Keeping text short and neutral? Asking for clarification instead of assuming? Knowing when to switch to a phone call? Drop it in the comments, and let's work on this together.